Hello everyone and welcome to this inaugural edition of World Sports with KreedOn. In this show we're going to try and tackle world sports and bring to you sporting events from around the globe. No sport is too big or too small for us. We're going to try to cover sports other than just cricket and football, which are huge in the world. We're going to try and bring you American sports. We're going to try and bring you sports that not many of you are aware about, and we're going to try and make it as interesting as possible. Before we begin, I wanna thank all of our subscribers here at KreedOn. It's a massive community as of today, and it's because of support from you guys that we are encouraged to make such videos. I hope you like this initiative. I hope you've subscribed to our channel. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. Find us on Instagram, find us on Twitter, find us on LinkedIn, and share your experiences. Post comments and like our videos if you enjoy watching these. Now, let's get to it. So in this first episode, we're gonna set the pattern for what this show is going to be all about, and hopefully you enjoy it. So let's begin. We're going to start with the glitzy and glamorous world of Premier League football. The top division of English football is perhaps the most watched football league in the whole world. This season has been a season where you have one team, Liverpool, which has been doing exceedingly well. Liverpool look all set to clinch their first ever Premier League title since 1989-1990 season. Wow, it's been a really long time since Liverpool have lifted the Premier League. 1989 incidentally is also the year I was born. When I think about it, it kind of makes me feel old, but I'm gonna soldier on. This year, Liverpool have a dominant 14-point lead at the top of the Premier League. Manchester City are in the second place, but they've played 2 more games. Liverpool, for all practical purposes, have already wrapped up this league. The weekend game against arch rivals Manchester United, Liverpool won that game 2-0. It was a slightly nervy affair for Jurgen Klopp's men, but goals from Mo Salah and Roberto Firmino helped them clinch this victory at Anfield. Manchester United, as we all know, have been struggling this season under new manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. We're going to talk more about Manchester United in other episodes. In this episode, I want to focus more on Liverpool. The dominance that Liverpool has established in English football in the last couple of years. They were the finalists in the Champions League a couple of seasons back. They gave Manchester City a run for their money for the title race last season, losing out only by 1 point. And they won the Champions League, which was a brilliant victory for Liverpool. This season, they look determined to win the Premier League, and it looks like it's all but a done deal. Elsewhere in the Premier League, yesterday night, 2 big London clubs, Chelsea, led by Frank Lampard, and Arsenal, who have appointed a new manager, Mikel Arteta, went head-to-head at Stamford Bridge. It was a scrappy affair. David Luiz, the Arsenal defender, got sent off in the 26th minute, and the game ended 2-2. Chelsea and Frank Lampard would be a little disappointed because they could not beat an Arsenal side that was down to 10 men. Now, Chelsea have been dropping a lot of points this season. They still remain in the top 4, but that is more to do with how the other teams are doing instead of how Chelsea under Frank Lampard have been playing this season. So lots to address for Chelsea. The top 4 in the Premier League looks wide open. It almost appears as though no team really wants that top 4 spot. Now, we will be covering a lot of Premier League in this show. We'll be talking about other top major European leagues as well, as and when the games happen. So if you like football, this could be the series that gives you all the critical information. Now moving on, I want to talk a little bit about cricket before we move on to the other sections of this show. First and foremost, India are touring New Zealand, and the Indian cricket team is set to play a full series in New Zealand, which includes the white ball cricket as well as red ball cricket. The Indian cricket team has been dealt a major blow even before they left for New Zealand. Left-handed opener Shikhar Dhawan has been ruled out because of an ankle injury, or rather because of a shoulder injury, and he's been in scintillating form in 2020 against Sri Lanka and Australia on home turf. The selectors have named a young controversial player Prithvi Shaw as a replacement in the 50-over format, while Sanju Samson will replace Shikhar Dhawan in the T20s. Moving on, but still sticking with injuries, fast bowler Ishant Sharma has also been ruled out for the Test series in New Zealand. He's out for 6 weeks, and he's out with an ankle injury that he picked up during one of the Ranji Trophy games playing for Delhi. So lots of injuries for Indian cricket team, but the bench strength is so strong at this point of time that I think India still has a great chance in New Zealand. We'll watch out for that. The T20s and the one days happen first before the tests, and we'll be talking a lot more about that once the matches in New Zealand kick off. Now let's move on to the next section of this show, where we'll be taking some of the most interesting tweets that we've curated from Twitter, and we'll just talk about it.
So here we have the first tweet. It's from Asano000. He's talking about Kento Momota. Kento Momota is a Japanese badminton player. In fact, he's world number 1 in badminton men's rankings at the moment. Unfortunately, Kento Momota had a terrible car crash in Malaysia, and he's now back in Japan, but he's injured and he's going to be out of action for 2 months. Probably he's going to be fit just in time for the Tokyo Olympics. Paul Player City here is talking about Yankee fans searching for the one person who didn't vote for Derek Jeter in the Hall of Fame voting. Derek Jeter is a Hall of Fame baseball player. He was recently inducted into the American Baseball Hall of Fame. Some guys didn't vote for him. He's that big of a legend. The Twitter is going crazy trying to find that one guy who didn't vote for him. Moving on, KreedOn itself has tweeted that Sania Mirza makes a dream return to tennis after a 2-year gap. Sania Mirza is a well-known Indian tennis player. She is a champion as far as the doubles is concerned, and she's been out of action for a while. We wish her all the best for Australian Open and the season ahead in 2020.
Alright, let's now move on from the world of Twitter to the world of tennis. This year's Australian Open is already underway in Melbourne, Australia. It's going to be the first Grand Slam of this new decade. In the men's singles category, the competition is fierce as ever. The usual trio of Roger Federer, Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic are all in it to win it this time around. Rafael Nadal has been in excellent form going into this year's edition of the Australian Open, as is Novak Djokovic. Roger Federer, the Swiss champion, has not played too many games leading up to this year's tournament, but he remains confident as ever. In the first round, Roger Federer took merely 81 minutes to brush aside America's Steve Johnson 6-3, 6-2, 6-2 in 3 straight sets. The 38-year-old Swiss, if he wins this year's Australian Open, is going to be the oldest to win a men's Grand Slam title. He's won 6 Australian Open titles to date, and if he wins this year's edition, he's going to be on level terms with Novak Djokovic with 7 titles. Alright, let's now move on to the next section of the show, which also happens to be my favorite section. In this section, we are going to compile together a series of videos for you guys to watch, enjoy from the world of sports. It includes humor, it includes some excellent edge of the seat, thrilling action. Take a look. I hope you like that. These are all videos that KreedOn subscribers and sports fans from all over the world, from all over this country, they've sent us these short clips of them engaging in their favorite sports, their favorite activity. We have this competition going on at KreedOn. It's called Dekh Mera Khel. I'm going to put that link here. If you want to participate, send us a short clip, 10 to 15 seconds of you doing your favorite activity. It could be a sport, it could be exercise, it could be running, it could be anything that you want. Send it over to us and we will make sure we feature it on our channel in one of the upcoming videos in the future. Alright guys, so this brings us to the end of this video, but before we wrap up, I want to go back in time and curate one lasting image of the day for you guys. So on this day, January 22nd, 32 years back, the great West Indian batsman Brian Lara made his debut, first class debut for Trinidad and Tobago. We all know what happened after that. In the 20 years that followed, Brian Lara went on to become one of the greatest batsmen that the world of cricket has ever seen. With that, I say goodbye to you. I hope you've liked this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, do the usual like, share and subscribe. Feel free to comment, engage with us so that we can make better content for you. And thank you for watching.